Imagine if melodies could talk. What tales of joy and sorrow would they tell? Today we delve into the vibrant history of traditional Irish music. This music, standing tall and resonant, has witnessed the passing of centuries. Its foundation was laid in the late 17th century. The tunes and rhythms, now echoed and revered, were once fresh and radiant, held in the hearts of hopeful settlers. The first practitioners, the O'Sullivan family, were Irish immigrants, eager to bring their culture to the New World. Little did they know, they were setting the stage for a legacy of rhythm and melody. For a time, the music was peaceful. The O'Sullivans lived, loved, and laughed within these melodies. But then, peculiar occurrences began to take place. Odd sounds in the middle of the night, lost or displaced tunes, melodies evolving in inexplicable ways. The family attributed it to the new environment, to the wind, to their own lapses in memory. But as the years went by, the evolution became harder to dismiss. The music didn't just harbor lively sounds and rhythmic patterns, it held a far more intriguing secret. Over the years, Irish music bore witness to a series of inexplicable transformations. Musicians, visitors, even the occasional curious passerby, all added their touch, without a trace. One such case was of a young couple, the Millers, who moved in during the sweltering summer of 1971. Neighbors recall the couple as jovial and full of life. But within a month of their move, they disappeared. Their belongings remained untouched, their car parked in the driveway. A dinner table set for two bore silent testimony to a meal that was never consumed. Then there was the case of the lone traveler, a certain Mr. Crispin, who sought shelter one stormy night in 1982. He was never seen or heard from again. His only trace, a battered suitcase, and a journal filled with frantic entries about strange happenings within the house. These disappearances sparked numerous investigations. Local law enforcement, private detectives, even the federal authorities tried their hand at unraveling the mystery. But the house remained inscrutable, its secrets locked away. No signs of struggle, no trace of any crime. It was as if these people had simply ceased to exist. Various theories have been proposed over the years. Some believe the house to be a doorway to another dimension, a vortex swallowing its unsuspecting victims. Others speculate about malevolent spirits, claiming the house to be a hotbed of supernatural activity. A few even suggest extraterrestrial interference. But these are all conjectures, theories spun out of desperation to explain the unexplainable. And so, the mystery remains. The house stands, a silent sentinel to these unsolved disappearances. It's an enigma that has puzzled investigators for decades, a chilling reminder of the unknown that lurks in our very midst. These perplexing vanishings only added to the growing legend of the haunted house. As if vanishing into thin air wasn't alarming enough, the house was rife with inexplicable happenings that defied all logic. The walls of the house were not just the silent observers of the residents' lives, but often took on a life of their own. Objects would move without any conceivable force, much to the bewilderment and terror of those who witnessed these events. Picture a teapot sliding across a table on its own, or a rocking chair swaying back and forth in an empty room. The laws of physics, it seemed, were mere suggestions within these haunted walls. But the strangeness didn't stop at moving objects. Residents reported seeing ghostly apparitions, specters that would appear and disappear just as quickly. Some were benign, merely fleeting glimpses in the corner of one's eye. Others were more disquieting, presenting themselves as full-bodied apparitions, complete with spectral clothing and a chilling gaze that could freeze the blood in one's veins. These eerie sightings painted a chilling portrait of a house teeming with supernatural inhabitants. The house was not just a visual spectacle of the paranormal, but a symphony of inexplicable noises that played upon the residents' deepest fears. Footsteps echoed in empty hallways, whispers rustled through the silence of the night, and a phantom melody from a long-forgotten music box would often fill the air. These sounds, devoid of any earthly source, only added to the chilling ambience of the house. These occurrences were not just mere stories spun by imaginative minds. They were tangible events that left the occupants trembling, their minds grappling with the unexplainable. The house was a riddle, wrapped in a mystery, inside an enigma, and it seemed to relish in its ability to confound and terrify its human inhabitants. The impact of these events on the residents was profound. casting a shadow of apprehension and fear that permeated every corner of the house. The sense of dread was palpable, a constant reminder of the house's eerie past and the unknown entities that lingered within its walls. These eerie events only deepened the mystery surrounding the house. The haunted house was a Pandora's box of supernatural phenomena, a place where the line between the natural and the paranormal was indistinguishable. As the house's reputation grew, so did the curiosity of paranormal investigators. Drawn by the whispers of the unexplained, they arrived armed with an arsenal of spectral detection equipment, their resolve unwavering in the face of the house's chilling aura. Over the years, the house has seen numerous such investigations, each hoping to shed light on the house's eerie mysteries. From seasoned ghost hunters to curious amateurs, each brought with them a unique approach, a unique perspective. Yet all shared the same burning desire, the same quest for the truth. Recounting these investigations is like peeling back the layers of a spectral onion, each probe, each visit, revealing a new facet of the house's haunting character. Some found cold spots, pockets of inexplicable chill that seemed to defy the laws of physics. Others reported electronic voice phenomena, disembodied voices captured on their recording devices, whispering messages from the beyond. Yet, despite these tantalizing clues, concrete evidence remained elusive. The house, it seemed, guarded its secrets jealously. Investigating the paranormal is a challenge like no other. The tools of the trade are constantly evolving, with advancements in technology promising more accurate detection, better data. Yet, the very nature of the paranormal often defies scientific understanding, remaining just out of reach, always one step ahead of our best efforts to comprehend it. Each investigation, each attempt to pierce the veil of the unknown, only seemed to deepen the mystery. The house, with its creaking floors and shadowy corners, seemed to revel in its enigmatic nature. It was a puzzle with no solution, a riddle with no answer. And perhaps that is the most unsettling thing of all, the unknown, the inexplicable, the fear that comes from not knowing what lurks in the shadows, what hides behind the veil of the unseen. Despite the many investigations, the enigma of the haunted house remained. A spectral sphinx, silently challenging all who dare to uncover its mysteries, to solve its ghostly riddle. So, what does the future hold for this house of horrors? As the sun sets on our chilling exploration of this haunted house, we turn our eyes to the horizon, contemplating what lies ahead. The mysteries shrouding this domicile of dread are far from being fully unraveled, with every creak and shadow still holding the potential to send shivers down the bravest of spines. In the quest to uncover the truth behind the house's hauntings, there are no signs of slowing down. A new legion of paranormal investigators, armed with a thirst for knowledge and a brave heart, is prepared to take on the daunting task. They're planning to delve into the house's darkest corners, ready to confront whatever lies within. These investigators will be equipped with the latest advancements in ghost hunting technology, a far cry from the rudimentary tools of yesteryears. The arsenal includes spectral cameras that can detect ethereal entities, high-tech audio equipment that can pick up even the faintest whisper from the other side, and sensors that can note the most subtle changes in temperature or electromagnetic fields, potential indicators of a ghostly presence. Not only will these tools help investigators to gather more concrete evidence, but they also promise to bring us closer to understanding the enigmatic phenomena that have kept the house in their eerie grasp for centuries. The hope is that, with time and perseverance, the truth behind the house's hauntings will finally be brought to light. As for the house itself, its future remains as shrouded in mystery as its past. Will it continue to stand as a beacon for those drawn to the supernatural? Or will its chilling tales fade into oblivion, much like the spirits said to roam its halls? Only time will tell if the secrets of this haunted house will ever be revealed, leaving us to ponder. What if the walls really could talk?